Okay, Google. Okay, Google. I wish I had Android Auto. Then I wouldn't have to unlock my phone and I wouldn't have to, this would be working and, ah! Oh, crap.
Hey, it's Chad with Drive to Lightning, the positively charged EV channel. Today I want to talk about one of the sacrifices you make, or some of the sacrifices you make when you buy an affordable used electric vehicle. For example, if you bought the 2016 Nissan Leaf like I did, or the 2017 BMW i3 like my mom did, or any other older EV, because you can afford it and you want to drive an electric vehicle, you're going to make a big sacrifice. And that sacrifice has to do with your navigation system and your entertainment system. Because most likely that vehicle is not going to have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So when you're using your navigation system, for example, on the 2016 Nissan Leaf, I'm using an old set of maps. And it will not update over the air. So there's no way to update that unless I buy a very expensive map card from Nissan. Also, I want all the other features of Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Not only do I want to use Google Maps, for example, for my Android Auto, I want to be able to use Waze. I want to be able to watch YouTube videos in my car while I'm waiting at a charger. And now, for under $200, I can do that. And that's because of this product right here, the versatile home audio screen. I'm going to show you how this works, but this allows you and me in our used affordable electric vehicles to have all the features of Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and it doesn't take any work at all to install it. You don't have to take apart your system. You don't have to run wires under the hood. Simply plug it into an auxiliary port and connect it up and you're good to go. Also, this will allow you, if you don't have one, now I do, but if you didn't, to have a rear camera. Comes in the box, again, under $200. So we're going to find out exactly how this works and why this is making my life a lot better and why maybe it'll do the same for you. Let's get in the car and we'll have Sarah walk us through what this can do.
Here's the first cool thing that you can expect. When you turn your car on, it boots up right alongside with your car, which is really cool. So now you can use voice commands or you can use the touch screen, whichever way you prefer to do. We are ready to take a trip, so let's just do that. Okay, Google, navigate to California.
Sure, California.
Here we come. So now we're going to need some road music to take care of that. We can say, okay, Google, play Pandora. Just tap on the screen that's smaller and it becomes your primary screen for your map. Also, when you get phone calls or texts, they will pop right up on the screen and you can either tap with a button to answer it or you can tell Google.
Tioga Road is closed. Check conditions before you go.
It's a good idea. So we can make sure to do that. Now let's say you're not a Google Maps fan. This is your little main menu screen and you can choose Waze instead of. So once you open Waze, you can either give voice commands or you can just choose maybe something from your recent list.
Make a U-turn on Gay Court. Then turn left on Gaylord Drive.
So you can see now you have your map is open. That's really the only thing that's active right now. But let's say you want to start maybe playing Pandora or you just want to see what's there. Just tap the little Pandora icon and now you can see what is available to play on Pandora. You can thumbs up or thumbs down. It's collective souls, so obviously we're going to thumbs up. But we probably don't want that being the primary screen, so we're just going to tap this. And now our map's going to be our primary screen, which is going to be most helpful for us on our journey. Maybe you're not in the mood for music. Maybe you want to enlighten yourself by getting some information like a podcast. So then you can choose, if you want, you can go to the menu and you can choose Spotify, or you can tell Google to play Spotify, whatever's easier for you. But let's go back. We'll make the map our big picture again just by tapping on it. So if you decide, hey, I don't need to see what's playing on the radio and I want my map to be the full screen, then you just hit your map icon and that will take up your full screen. So if you need to send a text that you're running late or you need to make a phone call to connect with somebody and let them know you're on your way, you don't have to get out your phone. You don't even have to tap any buttons. You just tell Google what you want to do and Google will take care of it for you, which allows you to keep your eyes and hands on the road. Don't keep your hands on the road. Hands on the wheel, eyes on the road. And here's one of the coolest features about this device. So everything that I have showed you connects up with our Android phones. Chad and I both have Androids. But if you have an Apple phone, this does all of that using Apple CarPlay instead of Android Auto. So we have just barely scratched the surface of what this device can do. You really just want to get it in your hands and you want to play with it for yourself, and you will use so many features that we don't even have time to talk to you about. Let's head back to the studio and see what Chad's up to.
So whether you're driving an older affordable EV or any vehicle with an AC port, really anything, you can have Android Auto and you can have Apple CarPlay for less than $200 without any need for installation. It's like really legitimately plug and play. Again, there's a link in the description. Hit that link and you get it for less than $200. You can't beat it for less than $200. There's no installation to worry about. You don't have to be a genius. You're not wiring this thing all up. You're just plugging it in and getting to work. It's a really cool product and we love it. We're going to have one in every car for sure. You can also watch your favorite YouTube channels like this one right here, Drive the Lightning, the Positively Charged EV channel, on this device. You have to download a third-party app to mirror it, but then you'll be able to mirror your phone. And when you're sitting at those chargers, waiting for your car to charge, you can check out more of the channel that you love more than any other channel that you've ever seen, which is, of course, the Drive the Lightning YouTube channel. So yes, watching videos on this thing is absolutely possible. And by the way, quite awesome. Let's talk about the rear view camera for a moment. You can see it here. It's kind of nice. It's got a little bracket that swivels. So you can set that where you want it, then tighten these screws up and lock it down. And what you do with this is it plugs directly into the back of the unit with this plug here, then into the camera. And then you see that red wire there? You hook that up to one of your tail light bulbs. That way when you put it in reverse, it triggers this to come on and then just take over the screen. I mean, it could not be easier to set up. We didn't set it up in ours because we simply already have a backup camera, but not a lot of work. Then you also have the possibility of a stickum bracket, or you got the two screws if you have to bolt it to your bumper. It's really, really easy to set up. Couldn't be happier with the setup process on this. Real cool feature is when you plug this in to power it, you don't lose your USB-A. So you can plug this in, but you can still plug your phone in and charge it. And this is what will power the whole thing through this C port. But just a really nice, thoughtful thing to leave that USB-A right there. Also comes with a stereo-to-stereo connection, so you can plug this directly into your car system to use those speakers, or just use it in the built-in speakers, which are really good themselves. Thank you to the members of the channel, and thank you to the Mug Club. We appreciate all of you, every single one of you that subscribe. All right, we'll see you in YouTube world.